Good morning, everyone. I can see this is not working right. So, good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? I am Papa Sledge, and I'm in here getting ready. I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to be streaming 4.5, the preview for 4.5, which is their say is due out next week. So, let's go take a look and see what that looks like. I've been dabbling with this just to kind of play with it and see how it looks. But let's go launch into it and take a look. Being a RTX, NVIDIA RTX card owner, I don't have anything crazy. I have a 5070 Ti, but I know those people who have 5090s and stuff that just run ridiculous settings that you can run like photorealistic settings and some of this stuff, and it's crazy. But there are a lot of new settings in the game, and so I thought it'd be interesting to go through and see what it looks like. I have been in it, and we do need to let our shaders optimize, which we're going to do. I always suggest, or at least they suggest, letting this finish before you jump into the game. So we will go ahead. I think we're going to have to pick a character anyway, so we'll go ahead and do this while we're waiting. So for those of you who have been through this before, you can build your character screen. I'm sorry, but I am a honky. I'm a white dude here. So I'm going to go ahead and set up my character like I always do. Go. Let's see, what hair do we want to give us? There we go, that'll be good. I actually set my character up to somewhat look like me. I do rock that goatee. I do have thicker eyebrows. And I do have gray hair. So if I was to say that's the cartoony version of myself, I would have to say that's probably pretty close. There we go. So we're going to stay at this screen right here. Now, for those of you who haven't done this before, that's just finalizing and selecting what your character looks like. You will want to go in and pick your system. Now, I generally load into the Stanton system, and I particularly am a fan of New Babbage. I like Area 18 as well, but Orison and New Babbage are probably two of my favorites. Now, if you've not ever been to Orison, I don't think I've ever chosen Orison as my first place to start. But why don't we do it this time? Orison is actually, it's a floating city in the clouds, and it's actually amazing. The music there is crazy good. The soundtrack is just crazy good. So Orison's a great place to test this because out of all the places, Orison seems to be the laggiest, I would say. Well, Nyx is still the laggiest, I think, the new system. But to me, this has always been one of the laggy areas where the frame rates are not as good. So, and I am running broadcasting software in the background, so I can watch. So it does affect my frame rates a little bit. When I run full screen, I have other windows open. It does affect my frame rates by about 25% for some reason. Not quite sure why. But we're going to go ahead and rock the frame rate meter up in the top up there. Yeah, see, I'm normally now the monitor I'm on because I use a I use a 4K TV that only has a 60 hertz refresh. I'm limited to 60 frames. My monitor, my widescreen, when I really get into I have an ultra wide Samsung that's a 240 megahertz. It's a 49-inch ultra wide, like two screens in one, two wide screens in one, and I really love that. Um, if I really want to play an immersive style of the game, I will do it there. It's right below my 50 inch, which is on the wall. And the colors, though, I just like the way the game looks, and for reasons of the fact that I'm getting old, it just gives me headaches to use the closer surround screen. The one on the wall the TV on the wall seems to be better for my eyes. So, and it's away from me by about 4 feet or so. So it really helps with not being as hard on my eyes so I can play longer periods of time. But we're going to let this, as you can see, this optimization takes a little while. So we're just going to kick back and let this thing do what it's doing. I got a few hours to game this morning, 7 o'clock. I have probably another 2 hours before I have to jump off. In fact, let's verify that. So I'm going to try and be on stream for about 2 hours this morning. I was on yesterday evening, which is not normal for me, and was doing some exploring around Pyro. Taking off, Eric? I do have a good day, man. Take it easy. It's my son taking off for work. Keep or melt. Okay. I'd keep it for now. That's a good roll. Buddy of mine is still plays D2, asking me about a weapons roll. Oops, sounds like we got the one for the Fosters yesterday. Okay. Shit, I got in there and did all this stuff, and I didn't even check what I was going in for, which was to go check my calendar. So today, yeah, 9:30. To have a couple hours. So as soon as this is done, we'll be able to jump in and play for a couple hours. Be interesting. I really want to see what the graphics, how they perform. The thing I have seen that's been different in this particular version of the game that they've been putting up is that the load on my graphics card has been significantly lower. So when I'm in the regular 4.4 live game right now, my graphics card will run about 60 to 70%, maybe higher. A lot of times if I get into certain areas as high as 90. And that's with a 5070 Ti with 16 gigs of VRAM. And I'm running a Core i7 Ultra with 20 cores and about 32 gigs of RAM. The rest of the stuff is, sitting pretty reasonable, about 60%, and the CPU utilization is probably somewhere around the same. Now, what I've noticed with this is that the utilization on GPU, it's more CPU than GPU. My GPU has actually been lower. It's been in the 30s, like half. And my CPU has been utilized a little bit more. Now, I mean, I don't think that's a big deal because I've got a pretty good processor, but and 20, I think 28 cores altogether. So it's not, or 28 threads, 20 cores. So it's the reason I like the i7 is a lot of primary cores. I thought you had gone. We'll see you later. My son, I guess, snuck back in. I was like, I hear stuff banging around. Um, so I have noticed when I play the 4.5, and that this is again, be in mind, this is the PTU, the testing side. It's all testing. If you ask me, it's alpha, right? It's not the live game versus the public TED, the PTU. So the PTU version has actually been, and it's on different servers, and I get that, but it has not been as high a load on the machine as the live version has. I have noticed that the frame rates are very greatly. I mean, sometimes I get on and they're great, other times I get on and they're terrible. And I think it's just because they're not production servers. They're not meant to handle as many people in the PTU. So I have a lot of hopes for this, but I also am worried about what engineering. So this is going to bring engineering gameplay to the game. Now I am a guy who runs a solo Polaris most of the time, or a Carrack. I run large ship or an extra large ship, and I don't really get in a lot of fights or anything like that. So I really don't anticipate this changing how I play the game. But the other thing it brings into the game is armor. Now this is something not a lot of people talk about. And so when they first started testing, engineering, they didn't have any armor and ships were getting destroyed very easily and stuff like that. And what they've changed in the game is they've added a layer of an extra dynamic called armor to ships. Now, the reason why I went back to the Polaris is because the Polaris is a bloody tank. Now, for those of you who don't know it, I'm going to use the Carrack as an example. Okay, I love the Carrack. It is one of my favorite ships in the game. All right, because you got a place for land vehicles. You got a bay to put another vehicle in. To land a vehicle in for a flight vehicle, and you have about 500 and I think it's like 496 or 500 SCU of cargo. So you can do all. It's great multi-role, and it's a beautiful ship. And it's easy to land places. It's pretty easy to fly. You got pilot weapons. You got turrets for people going along, and you get good sized weapons. But here's the truth: the hull strength on it, 80K, 80,000. I'm sorry, but that's ridiculous. It's so big you can barely fit it in a large hangar. It is 120 meters. Why is that ship got 80K of health? So, couple things they could do to make this ship better. And we may talk about that since we're having to start over. Maybe I'll bring one up and I'll talk about what it could do better in the game. Although in this game I don't have a Carrack. This is the test universe and there's limited ships you have. So the only ship I'm going to have access to is that I'm going to probably want to fly is the Polaris, because I have access to it and I own one. So I actually have one available to me in this side of the game. I think everybody does, but I'm not positive. I didn't used to, but I do now. And I think it's because I own one. Well, my buddy Rabbits is on. Let's see if he wants to join me. Hey, I'm streaming right now and I'm testing 4.5. New update came out. Period. You want to join me? If you're online, I'll fire up Discord. All right. So let me do that real quick. Sorry about that. Let's get Discord running. I think I may be. Oh, yeah. He's jumping on. Cool. All right. So I'm going to jump into the Discord server. It's my daughter. Well, we're waiting. Oh, are we done? Oh, yeah. Awesome. Let's launch. Really? YouTube is always entertaining to me. I think I watch more YouTube than I do actual TV, just because I love the very just how stupid people can be. All right, looks like we're getting into the game. Let's go ahead and jump in here. Wes should be jumping on in a minute. All right. Yeah. Now, I don't know if you saw now my frames are back up to 60. Okay, that's a good thing. Okay, now you're going to notice I am in PJs here in a helmet or a flight suit, I guess you would call that. So I have to go get my armor out of the back, and I got to get something to actually, I got to go get some substance. So let's put our stuff on. So let's get armor. And I do have some base armor. Base, it's okay armor. Just armor you purchase in one of the stores here. And what I like is, there's some good, nice looking stuff that's not expensive. Let's see, we'll put on an AR rifle. There's our scope. There's our silencer. Let's put this on the other side and drop a scope on it. Let's drop a flashlight on the front of that one. And I don't think, oh, it does. Nice. Okay. So we're going to pop that. Now we've assembled it. We're going to pop that over there. I'll pop a side gun on us. Do I have a silencer for the sidearm? Nope, that does not go on that. Oh, aha, there we go. Yep, it's got a scope for it though. That's cool. What did I put on? I put the wrong thing on. Damn it. That's why. Okay, well, that's just me being silly. Utility, let's throw this on. And, thinking about it, I think I'm going to throw the sidearm up here. I think that for engineering purposes, okay, nice. So I can have both. All right, cool. Let's throw this on. Okay, why is that not going over there? There we go. Did it put my piece on? I do not see it. There it is. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't know what it is or something. This one doesn't work. It won't equip. It's really weird. Okay, so we got our stuff out. I'm going to take our helmet off for right now because we do not need it. I love that you see the animation for that. All right, so let's go check out Orison. Frame rates look excellent considering that I'm streaming. So this is 4.5. This is the PTU. This is the one that's expected to release. I think we're in the actual preview release right now. So this is pretty close to being done. So I don't know if you guys have noticed the music in Orison, but absolutely dynamite. I think this is one of the best looking worlds. Now, I haven't looked at the options to see what I'm set at. Let's take a look. Some set full screen DSLA. Yeah, you can see everything's very high, very high, very high. So I'm on high profile here. I mean, and you can see my graphics card is sitting about 50%, CPU about 50%. I mean, for this location, that's really good. We're gonna go into Whammers and see if we can buy any like some nutrients here, something to eat, drink, anything like that. I don't like this soda shit. It's terrible. Really doesn't do what the normal stuff does for you. So I might need to go to a different vendor for that. Sometimes a lot of these convenience vendors will have stuff. Ah, there we go. Okay, he's got some stuff back in the counter. Those are not my favorite. Okay, so let's do one of these. All right. I do about 6 of these and about 10 of the other. Synergy. Now, I haven't tried these to see what these do, so I'm going to buy. Come on. Oh, that is Synergy Plus. Okay. Now, after you buy stuff like this, you've got to go transfer it to your inventory. Let's see what's over here. Oh, it's the same stuff. Okay. So after you buy anything like that at these places, you do not actually have it on you. You have to go over here and you have to transfer it. I don't know why. To me, this is stupid. I'm picking it up while I'm there. I'm not connected to anything. Why doesn't it just go into my suit? Because I'm not anywhere near a machine. Instead, it transfers it to the local inventory of the place where you're at. And I have never understood that. To me, that just doesn't make any sense at all. So what I'm doing is combining these into a single item, so it's just easier to look and find them. So I have 5 times that and just bring it over there like that. All right. All right, so I have substance. Let's put back on my helmet and let's go. I dig that. That is a cool animation. So this is Orison. It is a city in the clouds. For those of you who have not ever been to this location, I highly suggest you check it out. It is badass. This is one of like the coolest looking locations. You know, I've not ever bought this stuff. There's a, what is there? I'm not going to worry about it right now. But let's go ahead and head out. Let's do some testing. Enough talk. You know what? I know you can rent ships here. I wonder if they rent a 600i. I would spend money on that. As opposed to driving the Polaris around, which is nice. But I just wonder if they have a 600i here. All Auroras. Oh, they have a Spirit. Those are fun. What do they have from Aegis? That's it? Anvil? Come on, guys. Put some variety in here, man. So the only thing I can rent from Crusader is that? Never mind. I don't know why they just don't make all ships available in this version because it's just a test version, so you can, have a little fun. Now, if you do commit crimes, you will have to, you have a crime stat, you will have to come here and pay your fines, or if it gets too big, they will arrest you and put you in jail. That is a real thing. Look at this, man. This is just The detail and how this world looks is absolutely amazing. Oh, that's right. I'm going to. Am I going the right way? Oh, I want to go back up to the ship. Never. Oh no, we were going to go look around. That's right. We were going to go look around. So since we're here, let's go do a little exploring, and then we'll go jump in a ship. So we got to go down. We're in the spaceport right now. We're going to jump down, and we're going to go down to the shuttle station. How you get around in Orison is shuttles. And I really want to show you this place because I think this is just an absolutely beautiful world. This is home to Crusader, who makes the Hercules ships, the A2, the S2, and the C2. And that says M2, I'm sorry. And then this, which is one of my favorite, a lot of lore about the ship. A lot of people kind of liken this to the Millennium Falcon because it's got these little hidden paths underneath the floor where you can go into places. Very cool. You can check these out. So if you've not ever been on any of these ships or all you've looked at is little ships in this, I will be happy to show you something really cool. So let's see where we're going here. This goes to Cloudview Center, which I think is where we want to go. So here's the little shuttles. I am really amazed at the frame rates, man, and the performance has been really good so far. At this quality level, this is the best it's been. Let's see, someone's texting me. What system is giving you this issue? All right. So yeah. So you can see here that this is this is cool to me that I'm in transport and I can move around. If you were in Starfield, you'd just be doing a cut screen. That's ridiculous. So let's see. Is this one of the centers I want to get off at? Yes, it is. I think it is. Is it? Oh yeah, there's the showroom right over there. Okay. So this is where the habs are. So if you wake up in Orison in an actual, an actual hab, this is where the hab is, and where some of the public area is. And I will tell you, it is very cool. Okay, it looks like we're getting off on this side. Love all the sound effects in the city. So this is where IAE was this year, was in Orison. Very, very cool. So we'll head on over to Crusader, which I think is this way. Look at the detail, man. Look at the colors on these trees and that. Look at this. I mean, hell, if I was living in the city of the future, I'd live here in a heartbeat. Look at this place. This is beautiful. This is what you would picture. A little bit of graphics kind of spawning in a little bit at a time. Now that I'm in this bigger view, my frame rates have dropped to about 30. And I expected that. But look at how beautiful this is. I mean, you got to look at the scope of what's in my screen right now. There's a lot of stuff in this picture. Now, as we go into buildings and things like this, it should start going back up. Let's see if that's the case. Oh yeah. So you can see we got in the building. We're already jumping in the 40s. So it's doing what's expected. Not seeing anything crazy. Yeah. See, now I'm back up to normal rate for what I consider above average for the test universe. You got to realize in the test universe, sometimes we see speeds that are absolutely ridiculous. So we're going to the Crusader showroom. This is where you can actually go look at some of the Crusader ships and check them out. You can also buy other ships because New Deal is here. I think it's New Deal. I think that's the name of the broker. So our frame rate's going to take a hit again. We'll drop into the 30s. To be expected when you look at what we're looking at. So over there is the Mercury Star Runner. That's a ship I was talking about. A little bit of lore behind it. It's actually a data runner ship, kind of a data smuggling ship. It's got some capabilities that aren't really built into the game. That is one of the best. A lot of people will buy that ship. That's a Hercules C2 that's being used for hauling. And then this is just I believe this is a heavy fighter. Or a heavy or light fighter. It might be a light fighter. Let's go take a look. See if it's got anything on it. Of course, it just says buy this vehicle. There's no information there. I believe this is a heavy fighter. You've got missiles. You can see them right there poking out. You got missiles on each side. And you got this big, I think it's a size 5 laser cannon, which is really cool. There's another version of the ship comes with ballistics. But Origin is, or Crusader and Origin, I should say. This is Crusader. They all have pretty good views out the front, with the exception of that one. The Hercules had this strip, and I honestly, it's okay, but you really have a hard time seeing out of that ship. Give you an idea what I'm talking about. You can actually get into these ships. So you can open it up and get into it. You can't fire it up, but you can check it out and see what the view is like out the cockpit. See what displays you have access to. You can see. And one of the things I like here is that, if you look around, I have 4 displays here right on top of each other, which is really nice. And you have look at the view. I mean, you got a great view around you, and it's very easy to see things. If you're going to be in a fighter, that's really what you want. The Gladius is famous for that. The Wolf is even better. The Wolf is amazing. I just like the sounds and the way it flies. I just wish it was a tankier fighter. Now, I have a Lightning, and the Lightning is quickly becoming one of my favorite ships. For the first time ever, it was on sale at the show, and I took the opportunity to buy one. They were not as cheap. I expected them to be a little cheaper than they were, but this is, I guess they got to make money, right? So we'll go smallest to largest. Okay, I'll start. That's the small one. Now this is considered to be I think a medium ship, and I love this ship. I just love the way it looks and the little bit of lore behind it. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. This to me they call this like kind of the Millennium Falcon of the game, and I can see why. I love the way the ship looks, the way it flies. It's just not. It's not very tanky. Doesn't have a lot of, it's got some weapons, not a lot. It holds its own, but you're going to get your ass kicked against a real fighter. It's just the reality of it. So this is the cargo area. You can actually fit, I think it's 110 SU back here. This is a great cargo runner because you have this nice big easy, you got a little ramp. You can just stand right out here on this edge right here. And you can basically back up and you can just load cargo one right after the other in there. And you can load a lot. You can go 3 high in here. And now I can tell you this is not part of the cargo grid on this side. But what you can put over here, what I've done is I put a land vehicle over here. So I would put a small land vehicle over here on this side and use this for cargo. And this is a great ship to just take around. So I'm going to show you a couple of secrets. So this one's open over here. Let's open this one and show you where to open that from. So if you go over here, let's see, that's lights. That's that. Where is it? There's a little secret panel over here that opens this, and I don't know where it is. Oh, okay, no, not on this side. You got to go in here. And then you can get into it. So look, there's all the engineering panels are. See, you can actually access the engineering panel. Oh, this is cool. See, you couldn't do any of this. This is all live. The engineering panels were dead before. This is so cool. That's the first engineering panel I think I've actually seen in real life. So I'm trying to remember. Okay, that's the quantum drive, shielding and stuff like that. So I think the only way to get in is over here. So this opens up by this little door right here. So you have like a, normally you come in here, it's closed, you don't know it's here. So if you hit this, you can go underneath the ship. Very cool. You can go underneath the deck. So you have some components and stuff over here that you can get access to. But look what you can do. You can climb around under, so the deck's above you. So you can actually go up in areas of the ship. See? So let's see. So if I go up here, whoop, so you can look, I'm actually in the one of the hallways right here. So we're gonna go down. I'm just gonna close it. So you can actually kind of, if somebody boards you, you can use this to crawl around and hide from the crew, from the guys boarding your ship. So you can actually go around, and there's a couple other places you can go up, which is really cool. So I think one is around this way. Here we go. Yeah, this one's open already. There's the ladder. Usually some kind of a ladder to go up or something. Here we go. So you can peek where you are in. Where are we in? Okay, so we're in another hallway right here. I think this is one of the main hallways to the bridge. Okay, and you can continue to... How the hell do you get up there? Okay. Okay, this is scanning right here. This is the scanning room. So this is another kind of entrance in here. I wonder if you just have to... Well, I don't know how to get up in there. They've changed this, how you get into these areas, and I honestly don't know how to get up there. But anyway, there's areas around that light throughout the ship, and you can kind of use this to climb through, which is, I think, was very cool. It's the only ship you can really do this in. And I don't know if you can close that and hide it. I think you just have to know where this access to this panel is. Anyway, really cool. So normally you just jump on this little elevator here and go up to the main floors. Is it down here? It is not down here. Okay, so the elevator is broken. Hello. Well, I guess we're not getting up to the ship because the elevator is up there and it won't come down. So the only way you can get around is to go around. Let's see if we can get up. That's really weird. Got to say that's, this is the reason why it's in testing, right? So let's see if we can go up here. I was trying to figure out how to actually go up. Oh, you have to jump and then you can go up. Okay, so I'm actually in the crew quarters right now. So this is a little, and so you can go in here and you can just, you can actually close this. And I don't know if that's the actual button to close it or not. I think that's just lights. I think you have to crouch down and you can close this. Yep. So you would have no idea as a person boarding the ship unless you knew the lore behind the ship. You'd have no way of really knowing that's what was going on. So if you go this way, and somebody's got all the lights turned off in this thing. Okay, so apparently the lights don't work either. So this is the crew recreation area. A little place you can sit down and chill. You got food. See, again, I love it. They have stuff in here. It looks occupied. Chest. You got stuff in the cabinets. You got a little microwave. I mean, this to me is awesome. They ought to do that in every ship. Oh, okay. I think somebody stole a fuse or something. So, and this is the cockpit. So I have to say that this is probably one of the nicest views out. This is one of the reasons I like this ship is again, you got nice MFDs and look at the view. I mean, you've got this fantastic view out the front. So when you're flying around, you really get an idea for, you can see where you're going. You actually have some decent pilot weapons and missiles at your disposal. It's, okay shielding. Now, I haven't seen the stats for what armor looks like on this thing, but this is a fun little ship because you could do a lot of things with it. You could take this out and go do some you could do some PvE, like some of the missions and stuff for headhunters. You can turn around. You can turn around and do cargo with this and run cargo bounties or do hauling or trading. There's a lot of little things you can do, but it's about the same cargo capacity as a Connie, not the Taurus variant, but any of the other variants like the Andromeda or the Aquila. It has the same. To me, this is very comparable. The only thing that's better about those ships is they are tankier. They have size 5 weapons. So if I had to choose, this is an expensive ship to buy. Where in that world you can buy a Connie, and the Connies are just wonderful ships as far as what they can, what they have on them. They're tanky, good shields. You can upgrade the shields. You can upgrade a lot of things in it, including all the guns. And they have a huge array, like the Andromeda, the Connie, the Constellation Andromeda. It's got a ton of weapons. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure what's happening in here. So look, you got gunner turrets up and below, and you can kind of, sink into those. So if you want to jump into one, you can go see what that looks like. I didn't look to see if this was upper or lower. Looks like it is the lower turret. See? So you are actually in the lower turret here, and you can. I think the lower turret faces. It looks like it faces forward. I was thinking it faces backwards, but it doesn't. So I think this turret, when powered up, actually has a full, basically a full 360, and I think that's the same way with the top one. But this has always been, this was one of my ships I'd spent a lot of time in doing cargo runs to make money and stuff. And keep in mind, like I am in the test universe, but I think this is a really fun ship to have if you've never had a Star Runner. They can do a lot of things. I just think they're cool, and I think they're cool looking. And can't really. Let's see if the elevator works. See, it says it's up. It thinks it's down below. You know what this means? It means I'm going to have to crawl out of this bloody ship. See, that's weird. I come in here and the lights turn off. Now there is a hatch. I'm trying to think if it's down here. There's a hatch somewhere around here. Where is it? I thought it was right here. Okay, I know where one is for sure. Let's go where we came earlier. Let's go back into the crew quarters. Let's see, that's recreation. Yeah, see, look at the lights are just randomly coming on and off. Hilarious. Okay, I showed you guys where this was in the floor, and you can just open it up. You'd never know. There we go. So we got out. So weird on this test version, the ship is broken over there. Can't use the elevator. That's hilarious. So we're going to go out. We are testing the 4.5 PTU, and it is looking fantastic. I am on Orison, just kind of cruising around the Cretator showroom to kind of show people who haven't really gotten a chance to look around the game some of the other ships, which is kind of fun. And 4.4, I've got a pretty good ship variants and fly a lot of those ships. Now, this thing is basically a bus. This is a cargo hauler. You can haul, I think it's like 700 in this, 692, something like this. If you want to do freight, like haul around freight, do trading, run big bounties, it's actually a good ship for that. And again, it's really interesting that the lighting is somebody's playing with the lighting in this, or the game is. Trying to see if I can turn the lights on. It doesn't look like I can. Let's see if the elevator works. Well, that's a good sign. So you got two floors. You got the cargo deck in this, and this elevator can take you all the way to the ground, which is nice. But this has actually got a nice little crew area in it and recreation area in it. This is very nice. You got lots of storage along the middle. Really neat layout. So along this side, you've got like, okay, open up, open sesame. So you got like recreation. So you got a place here where people can come in. Wow, it's really dark. I don't know what's going on with the lighting in this. So again, look, there's stuff in. This is again what I like about some of these ships. They look lived in. There's actually stuff in the ship that makes it. I wish they would do this in. And over here is the sleeping area. I wish they would do this in all the ships, not just some of them. Engineering, absolutely awesome looking back here. You can go back in because you see the power plants and things like that, and the engines. This is kind of neat because in two areas you got these little crossover bridges. Very fun. You do have a ladder between the decks. And then the bridge is up here. Now, this is one of those bridges that never, like, this is such a long neck. So you have components in here. I think there's an engineering station. That's, I think those are escape. Yeah, I think those are escape pods. But you got this very long bridge. And the thing I don't like about this ship, probably and it's the same thing with the Star Lancer Max and TAC, is you have this tiny little strip. I mean, why not give this more windshield room? You have this tiny little strip in which to look out. And I'm sorry, but it's just really hard to see anything when you're flying. Especially, I mean, you basically have to go to the third person view like this. And so those of you want to take a look at the third person view, you have to go to that third person view in order to really to land your ship. Now, what I like about the Carrack and the Origin is you have such good visibility out of the front. And I think it's the same way with the Polaris, but the Polaris is just a whale of a ship, so maneuvering around it takes a little time. It You have to go to docking stations usually. Okay, you can let me out. Okay, apparently it's not going to let me out. Oh, okay. It thinks I'm in look view. Hello. Okay. Well, I may not be able to get out of the ship. How about that? Is there an exit? Let me out. I'm actually trying to find an exit button. White HUD. Hasn't labeled anything. Scanning. Screens on. Okay. It will not let me out of the seat. So, welcome to test versions. I guess I'm not going to be doing very much in the test version today. Wow, I am stuck in this ship. I cannot get out of the bloody ship. Can you believe that? So usually there's a Y here for get up, or W. Usually Y is what you use to escape. It is not letting me out of the damn seat, which means we are going to have to exit back to the menu. So this is, obviously still some bugs in 4.5. Yeah. So, but then again, even in the live version in Nix, I was flying through asteroids in yesterday's stream because all the asteroids in Nix are fake. Apparently, you can fly right through them. Go figure. I tried to land on one, I went right through it. I have no idea what that's about. So we're going to quit this one. We're going to go into the regular. Let's go see where I'm at in the regular game here. There we go. Let's go back to live. And let's go ahead and launch the live game. Turn off our frame rate stuff. We don't need all that on since we already know this game's fine. But it's very interesting that I was in 4.5 yesterday for an hour or so, and I had zero issues. So I just did an update today that just literally it was a small update right before I jumped on the stream, and apparently there is a problem. I don't know where Rabbits is. Rabbit said he was going to be in here, and I do not see him. Alrighty, let's get into the persistent universe. I don't know why it's putting me in New Babbage. That is not where I left off. I was camped out on my ship. My wife is up. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to go say hello. Good morning to my wife. I will be right back. So pardon me while we load in. All right, I am back. So let's go take a look. And I should be in my ship. So let's go take a look at where I am. I am in my ship. Good. So I found a place to camp out. I landed on a planet. I don't even know where I am. Let's go see where I'm at. Which way is which? I always get this mixed up. I think it's this way. Yep. go see where I'm at. I landed and it was dark. Couldn't see a bloody thing. Oh, hey, it's light. Cool. Hey, baby. Coming to give me a hug? Yeah. Hold on, I'm getting a hug from my wife. You guys gotta wait. Anyway, so yeah, I may get in my little plane and look around. I have no idea what planet I'm on. Let's go take a look. Where am I? Ah, I'm on Pyro 4. Okay. I have no idea what's here. I have not been to Pyro 4 before. Yesterday I was on Bloom, and Bloom was really cool. I've just been kind of checking out the planets to see what's here and what's not. I thought it'd be fun to kind of explore around. I haven't been to many of the planets in Pyro. Pyro 5 looked like a big gas giant. I don't think you could really do anything there. But we're going to take my smaller ship out. Let's open this up and take it out and go look around the planet a little bit since we're landed here. Last time I went out, it was hilarious. I was on stream and a friendly started shooting at me. I'm like, dude, why are you shooting at me? Shot back and he took off, but landed a little damage on the ship and he took off. But as soon as I think he saw I was heading to a Polaris, I think he was like, oh shit, yeah, I'm taking off. Basically went back to my ship. All right. The one thing I hate is that you cannot refuel your smaller ships in these bigger ships, and I hope they fix that. I really do. Dude, that is cool. That is so cool. I am so happy that it's light out because I really want to check it out. It can't see shit when it's dark on a planet. So I have a little Intrepid in here, nothing fancy. I like it because you got a little cargo room. You know, if you decide to get off in a hurry, you can land and you can bed log and leave off where you left off. So it's kind of nice. Very cool. I don't want to go towards the dark. I actually want to go towards the light. I know there was an ocean here near where I parked. Where is it? Oh, there it is. That is really cool. Wow. Love the details. So far, every planet has been remarkably different. Let's see if we can kick up a little water. Nice. I have such a hard time maintaining level. This thing's so sensitive. Ah, fun. So I really want to check out, is there any settlements around here? What's here? This is really cool. Oh, love the terrain. Holy crap. I need to get my joysticks up and running, man. I really do. Doing this in a keyboard and mouse just sucks. No real feel for anything. So, mountains, a lot of rocks. Looks like a good. This looks like a place people would be mining a lot. I would think by the amount of rocks on the ground. This looks like a place where you find a lot of mining or materials. Oh, there's a big ass mountain over there. Let's go see what's over there. Just increased our speed by a lot. So we're. Oh, dude, this is beautiful, man. I really look at the look at the chemtrail off my plane. Oh, that is freaking cool. Man, I could fly around this planets like this all day and not get tired of it. I love the exploration element of it. Look at the clouds.
What you doing there, Skippy?
Hey man, I'm flying around on my stream. I'm not gonna be long on it today because I got a meeting in a little while, but I'm exploring a planet right now, which is dude, this is just so cool, man. You can check I'm streaming live on YouTube right now, so if you want to see what I'm doing, you can check it out there. Man, I'm flying through clouds. Yeah, I'm kind of checking out a new planet I've never been to before. And I probably need to see where my ship is.
Let's see if I can remember how to do this.
Okay, I know my ship's on. Oh, there it is. So my ship's over this ridge on the other side. So you've been playing on D2 swoosh?
Yeah, I've just been running around collecting credits to see if I can get this
Oh, yeah, the thing I showed you about. Yeah.
yeah, this core from this bomb, but I haven't been able to find them.
Oh, he's not. So you have enough credits, you just can't find him.
No, no, I have enough credits. I just can't find them.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. So I was running around all over. I guess it's Steers or whatever that fucking. And I gave up after a while because everywhere I looked, he wasn't there. I think you may have to send me a link so I can see what you're doing.
Trying to find my ship. Oh, there. It's way up here still. Still 7 kilometers out from my ship. So I actually have a ship within a ship. So I have a big capital ship, and I have a smaller ship I use to explore when I land. It's faster, a little more nimble. And so I'm actually going back right now to land my ship inside of that ship, and then I will probably do what's called bed logging and getting out of it. But I landed my ship on the side of a hill out here to kind of hide it,
Why are you hiding it?
because I'm in a hostile system.
So you're afraid of being pirated?
I'm afraid of some idiot, yeah, coming up on me and just deciding that they're going to, kill me for fun. Okay, let's see here. All right, let's take a little view here. Yeah, I'm actually getting ready to land my ship inside my other ship, which is pretty cool that you can do stuff like this. And I am obviously not in proper alignment to do this right. There we go. Go up a little more. There we go. I'm one of those people, I'm just like to put it right where it belongs. There we go. Awesome. So I was just kind of exploring around the planet I landed on, and it's pretty cool, man. It really is. Uh, it's just a nice little way to jet around without having to fly your big capital ship everywhere.
I feel you.
And it's a lot more fun because the feel is, because it's faster, smaller. It's just a lot more fun to fly around. So I take this out when I land someplace to kind of explore around and check out the planet. It's starting to get dark now, though, on the planet, and you can't really on these planets. It's really hard to see. I really want to see the landscape. You can see here, it's really cool. You can see a planet or a moon coming up in the distance over to the straight in front of me, actually a little bit to the left, and you can see I'm closing my bay doors now.
So you already in your big ship?
Yeah, I am closing it up now. Just landed my little ship in there and closing it up so I can check it out. Gonna maybe gonna head over to another planet and then bedlog over there. So I'm on Pyro 4 right now, which is pretty cool. I checked out Bloom earlier. Bloom was beautiful. Some of these planets are just amazing. The detail on them, and the whole idea I wanted to do this was so I could explore. And so I'm going to take my Polaris and go put it over on the next planet, which I got to go look and see what the other planet. I don't know all the planets are available. There's moons and things like that you can go to too. But yeah, I'm starting to lose light over here now. So let me get up into space and figure out where the hell I'm going. And I'm going to go land over there and probably bedlog till the next stream. Oh, why did my shields go down? Don't tell me I'm having this problem again. I did not turn off my shields. Although it looks like I did. That's weird. Yeah. Why doesn't it look like my shields are on? That's really weird. I'll tell you, I find weird things in this game all the time. Oh, that is really odd. Yeah, my shield. Oh, now they're going back up. Okay. They're taking their time, for sure. But they're almost back up. Okay, cool. I'm going to get off this planet. Very cool. Man, I just never get tired of the scenery ever in this game. The scenery is absolutely amazing. All right, so let's see where we're going next. Okay, so maps. I'm going to go park my ship for the next stream, so for the next planet to explore. So let's see what other. Let's do Pyro and see what else comes up. So I'm on 4. I've been to 5. So there's Pyro 1. So let's go to Pyro 1. Looks like there's some stuff around Pyro 1. All right. Rabbit's on this morning. I don't know what he's doing, or Blade Runner, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be on long because I'm tired. I just want to find this guy, but I can't seem to find him.
Hold on.
I'm literally running around in circles and shit.
So did you check the 2 areas behind the spawn? Oh, I'm in the atmosphere still. Shoot. So you had to climb a little higher. I should be out of atmosphere by now. It's so funny. The space stations and everything are so radically different here. They're literally like trash dumps, man. I had never really been to a station in Pyro before, and it's so different. Where in the system I'm normally in, which is called Stanton, usually absolutely amazing, very futuristic. You got an area called Area 18. It's like cyberpunk, very cyberpunkish in the way it looks. And then you got the other areas which are like ultra modern, right? And Pyro is just like the stations are much different, but it's like a war torn area, man. Everything's like destroyed. It's like graffiti area everywhere. Stations look like they're held together with band aids.
Well, there he is.
Looks like a freaking war zone. Looks like you went to Ukraine or something, and or I don't want to say anything. I don't want to mention anything politically. I don't want to piss somebody off, but it's one of those things like
It's seen better days. Put it
it's
that way.
seen better days, bad, way better days. So yeah, I'm just gonna go park my ship over on this other planet real quick. Find a place, park it, and what I do is called bed logging. Once I land, I can just go lay down. I can log off, and it lets me pick up exactly where I am, so I don't have to start back where I started. It lets me respawn right back into my ship again, where I'm actually at. So I'm actually I'm on my way now to go do that.
This guy don't want to give me this fucking thing, man.
Oh, did you find him?
Yeah, I found him.
You just got to keep going. It's totally random. It's like some people like rabbits get it like after the 3rd or 4th time. Dude, I had to pay him $2,000 before I got it.
I started with 50. I started with 5,400. I'm down to 4,600 out. I mean 4,600 credits.
Yeah, dude, don't be surprised if you have to spend 2, but it's the only way you get it. You just got to do it till he gives it to you. It's called a refraction core. And then there's another one that you'll get when you start earning your rank up for your reputation for the other stuff, and it will boost you up to once you get to reputation rank 2, you can just go buy it, and it's right there on the table. And they have different ones so each faction has a different one. So there's 3 of them you can buy from the factions. So you literally have to change your alliance to each faction and get to level 2 and then go earn it. Oh, wow. This planet's blue. Cool. So now you should be able to equip that because you've already done all the necessary work. Dude, this is beautiful. Holy crap. Wow. So I'm going to try and get over to the light part of the planet.
There it is, refraction core.
I want to see what this looks like as I get over to the. Oh, this is. Shoot, I'm going down. I'm not in the light part yet. Shit. This ought to be interesting. I can't. Dude, I can't see Dick down there. There's another craft down there. Well, so it's really strange as you go to different locations. The it changes a lot. The music changes. This planet looks. This does not look like a very mountainous planet. There's a dude down here below me, but I don't know what he's doing. I can't. So I'm just gonna get down here and see if I can land somewhere. I can't tell if this is ocean below me or what this is below me. But I have a feeling I'm going to run into it if I'm not careful. Okay, I need to level off a little bit. I am coming down at 140 meters a second in a flying whale. I'm starting to see some ground. I still can't tell what the hell it is. Way too foggy. Hoping I get below some of this mist. That looks like. Yeah, I just want to try and get down low enough where I have a mountain region I can land. Oh, I'm having some nice little graphic artifacts here. That I've never had before on a planet. I'm getting some like graphic artifacting. I have no idea. This is like the foggiest planet I've ever been on. I can't see absolute crap. So instead of flying into something, I'm just going to casually kind of lower myself a little bit till I can start seeing some freaking land of some kind.
The atmosphere is that dense.
Dude, it's very dense. I can't see shit.
Really?
Yeah, and it's not light. Okay, so there's light. Dude, even with the sun coming in from this side, it's freaking. I can't see dick.
And you're in your ship?
Yeah. Okay. Whoop. So I have no idea. It looked like I about land. I am very close to land, it looks like. I mean, if I was, I don't know about very close, but I'm going to put down landing gear anyway, just in case, because I don't feel like bottoming my ship out on something.
That's a good idea.
I don't even know if the ground below me is smooth. It's just, it's definitely doesn't look smooth, but man, you can't see shit. I have never seen anything like this before. Like, how in the hell? Okay, I can finally see some ground. Wow, talk about some cloud cover. Holy crap. And the ground is definitely not flat below me. I can finally see some ground. Thank you, sweetie. Oh, I'm trying to land on this planet, and it's so misty and foggy, I can't see crap. I'm like afraid I'm going to wreck into something. No, no fog lights, sorry.
I was just gonna say that. Put on your fog lights.
Yeah, don't I wish. So I can see land texture now below me. It's definitely not flat. Definitely not flat. You really got to get low to see it, man. It's like I can't. The light is all blue, so it's really kind of okay. Hold on. I think I might have a flat area around here, down right below me. Keep going down. It's really hard to gauge your distance to the ground in this thing. Okay, now I got more ground details. Yeah, it looks like there's actually trees down here. Look around a little bit. Okay, where am I at? Dude, I might have actually picked a flat place right below me and not even known it. I'm gonna come down here and see what this looks like as I go down. You can't land on top of trees and rocks and shit, but man, if I picked a place to land and didn't even was able to do it without even looking, that would be amazing. I would have to say that's probably a big no right now. It's pretty damn close though.
Don't sell yourself short.
Oh, this would have been just pure luck, man. I'm telling you. Because there is shit on the ground here. Some very spiky rocks. Yeah, let's. I might have actually done okay. I'm going to rotate the ship a little bit here. I think and it's starting to get light, so I can actually see a little bit. I think I might have actually picked a decent place to put the ship. That is just amazing. Dude, I couldn't have done that any better out of blind luck if I tried. We'll see in a second. I'm going to go up a little bit more. Is it going to let me land? Look, I'm on the ground. Son of a bitch. I'm on the ground. Go figure.
Good job.
Yeah, no shit, right? It looks like I am on solid ground. Yeah, I mean, if you look at all the shit that's around me out the window, these rocks and sharp rocks and shit and cliffs, and I mean, dude, for me to pick where I picked out of sheer luck not seeing is just freaking luck. Wow, weird music. Okay, those are turrets. That's not where I want to go. There we go. So I am going to go ahead and bed log and get out and probably close the stream out for today. Don't really have a lot of people. Well, I have a lot of people stop in, but not really anybody watching. All right, so it won't let me bed log unless I've actually landed. So let's see if it'll let me bed log. Wow. Weird visual artifacting going on. Okay. Yep, it's letting me log out. So, guys, I'm going to call it today for Stream Man. Appreciate you dropping in and viewing. We will catch you next time. Papa Sled signing off, man.